Yo, welcome to another edition of the Speaker Geeker podcast. I'm your host, Steve-O Steve. The host with the mostest, absolutely. And I'm here with my brothers, my brethren, my player partner. You know what? It's Christmas time. I'm here with my fellow Santa helpers, as I can say, in the building, man. Yo, Tommy TNG.
What's up?
It's a Speaker Geeker Christmas today.
Speaker Geekers Christmas.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And on today's episode, man, we got a nice little cool episode for you. Of course, it's Christmas season, so of course we're gonna be talking about a lot about Christmas, a lot of cool things about some of our favorite records, some of our favorite moments, some of our favorite things to do on Christmas, snacks and all that. And as well as we're gonna be talking about the verses that just happened with Too Short and E40. We also got a lot on the news today, as well as more stuff for y'all to listen and what's in your speaker. So definitely get your pens and papers out. And let's enjoy the show. So if you love it, man, please. No, it's not a broken record. It's really me saying please. Like, share, subscribe. Please subscribe. Also, man, Google us, find us, man, share us, comment with us, and let's have some fun.
Yeah, that's it.
Yo,
that's it.
Speaking of, did anybody ever get the question? Did anybody ever say anything like comment or anything?
I don't think nobody did.
Yeah, I don't think nobody responded, man.
Crap. Oh.
Yeah,
it's like they missed out. They
definitely missed out
one day.
Yeah, you can't go comment. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep it open longer because it's Christmas time. I'm feeling really cheerish. And you know what? If y'all can answer that question, if y'all can find that episode, last week's episode, go to that episode, listen to that episode, tell me what's on G's shirt, and you can get you a free Speaker Geekers shirt. We'll make sure to send it to you in the mail. You got until January 1st. When the new year hit, that deal is over. You understand? This is free 99 right here. So I don't know what y'all tripping about. All right.
That's it. And that's it. Man, the funniest thing about the intro is telling somebody to Google me.
Google me, baby.
Google me.
Hey, Google sounds so is the word exotic? It sounds kind of exotic a little bit. It sounds a little freaky, a little nasty.
It's because of that song.
Oh man, it's too funny, man. That's all I was thinking, bro. Google me.
Well, you can, shoot. I be Googling us, and we got a whole row.
That's the dopest thing to see, man.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, have you Googled yourself?
I have.
I'm like a white punter and a white country music singer.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's who Tommy Townsend is.
Yeah. White guy that sings country music and kicks punch, man.
Dang.
My name way too common. I tried it. It's like, nah.
I would think the first thing to come up for you is the football player, Steve Smith.
It might be.
Damn, I
gotta try it again and see who comes up. Sometimes it is, but then sometimes it's like I think it's so many that it just throws it off. It just be like whatever. Whoever comes up first comes up. So, and I guess it depends on how you do it. No, Stephen A. Smith comes up for me.
That makes sense.
Shit, I forgot about Stephen A. Smith. That makes a lot of sense.
Hell
I wouldn't even thought about that.
Nope.
I'm sitting here Googling myself right now, trying to make sure.
Now, if I just do Steve Smith, then former football player Steve Smith pops up. So, yeah, so it just depends.
Y'all gonna make me Google myself one more time, man, just to be sure.
Okay, so the first thing that comes up is like Facebook profiles, and then the second thing that comes up is it's a news story from July 3rd, 2020, and it says that a man pulled out a gun and shot Gregory Woodbury of Mullins during an escalating altercation between a group of people. So damn.
Wow.
Some dude named Gregory Woodbury got shot. That's a trip.
That really is.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where this is. Where the hell is this?
Wherever Mullins is.
Mullins.
Oh, that's in South Carolina. Oh shit, that was probably somebody related to me. Because that's like the area where my family from. That's crazy.
That's wild.
Look like you gotta go visit. Hey, who is this and what happened?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Now, if you Google me and look me up, normally it'd be like older white men.
Yeah.
Some old white man. That's the funny thing. Like when I started working, when I first started my job in Memphis as a school psychologist, and I was going to my schools to meet all the teachers and shit. And the people at the school that I ended up liking the most, my elementary school, they was like, man, I'm so glad you a black man. It's like we saw your name and we just knew you was gonna be some old white man. We just knew it. We had already talked about it. We knew it's an old white man. Like, nope, I came in that joint young and black.
Yeah.
I bet that just threw them out. I wonder they were betting.
I got 5. He white.
Man, you know what? I'm gonna go against the grain today. He gonna be black. Watch,
black dude.
Man, came up through there.
Black dude with dreads. That's what somebody probably said.
Black dude with dreads.
Oh
man, bald as hell.
Yeah,
man. Hey, that's hilarious right there,
that's
man.
Too funny, man.
That's hilarious.
Way too funny, man.
Yeah.
That make music, man.
That's funny.
So against the grain, man. You guys heard any news this week? I know we got a lot of news this week, man. Yeah. I want to throw this. Let me throw this out, and then because this is the only thing I got. Since we was talking about Weezy last week, Lil Wayne said he tweeted on December 20th. What was that? Yesterday. He tweeted, as an artist, when I see the Grammys coming up and I'm not involved nor invited, I wonder, is it me, my music, or just another technicality? I look around with respect and wonder competitively, am I not worthy? And then I look around and see 5 Grammys looking back at me, and I go to the studio. I feel like I just finished listening to this book, Relentless, that I was talking about last week. And that's one of the things that they talk about is it's not about having the Grammy. Well, what I got from this tweet was not about him getting nominated or getting the Grammy. It's about, well, why didn't I get a Grammy? You know what I'm saying? Like, why isn't that? Why didn't they nominate me for this? Because I'm still putting out music. Yeah. So let me go back to the studio because I know I'm worthy enough to get this Grammy. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I took that as I ain't finna put something out that's cold. I'm still waiting on the next rock album, which is surprising to me. But if that approach is taken when it comes to awards, because I know we all like have a different view on awards, especially Steve and the Grammys.
Hey, I was about to throw my look. I was about to throw my opinion out there, and it's just my opinion. You're Weezy effing baby. F a Grammy. Like, come on, man. like, come on.
That's why I think, man. The you know, it's a way to be motivated. Like, it's the complete opposite of what Tiana Taylor took. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
Complete opposite. And that's one of the things we were talking about in the other episode when we was talking about that was it was 2 ways that she could take it. She could take it as a motivation to go back in and go harder because she know that the album she put out was probably the best album of the year, period.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I stand by that, you know. But, you know, she was like, I'm done. That's it for me. I'm going to do something else. And Weezy took the approach of, well, I'm going to get back in the studio and go get it, you know. So it's just a play on how you can look at things when it comes to award shows and how the differences that we all have when it comes to award shows, man. So many people are like, oh, it means nothing. It just absolutely means nothing. And you shouldn't want one, blase this and blase that. You shouldn't care. But some people like, it's like, oh, it's a motivation. You know what I'm saying? I use it for an ashtray, but hey, I got one. I got 5. Got 6. I got 18. I got nominated. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big feat, man.
My thing is like, I don't like it's a award. I don't want you to not get an award. I got awards, before too. But what I want people to just kind of get through their head is like, yo, it's the Grammys for one. It's not technically for us by us anyway. So it's like instead of letting that run you as far as your career when you don't get it, like go to the place where we accept it. Hold that one up. Feel the way about that one, instead of like, oh, it's the Grammys. But I mean, the Grammys is supposed to be, it's the end all be all, I guess. So I get it, but there's other places to win awards from that they truly appreciate you. For sure. They'll have a whole 30-minute segment on you. The award. But I agree though still, use it as motivation.
For sure.
To even do better. But yeah, everything Tommy said and more.
Hey, but that's all I got, man, for this week in my news. What about y'all, man?
In my news.
In your news.
I don't know why I just jumped out there. Some reason I was thinking about something. I feel like that was a perfect time. In my mind, like,
bro, I don't know why I repeated you.
Because it's infectious. That's the song. Just wait till we get to talking about Christmas. Me, I got some news. G, you got some news?
Nah, go ahead, man.
Steve, no, he finna pull the scroll out again.
Yo, look here. I am in Clubhouse, finally, officially got in there. Shouts to my guy, Dwayne G. Go check out his music too, man. That's my partner right there. I
still don't understand what Clubhouse is.
Yo, it's basically just a big networking, a way for us to virtually network and to have virtual conferences and to be in the room with people that you wouldn't normally be able to be in the room with, and for everyone to come together and kind of have discussions and things of that nature. It's honestly, I'll be perfectly honest, it's honestly a real like revolutionary tool if it's used right. And also if, depending on what it looks like in the future, if everything's developed right. Right now, currently it's only on iPhone. There is an Android version, but, right now it's really, really Clubhouse is in a beta stage. Mm-hmm. So they're doing, they're basically working on it as we're in it. But man, it's super cool. But as I was in Clubhouse, I was in a room with Tyrese, the game. I think it was the game's welcome party. Like they throw welcome parties for you when you get in there. And folks can all come and attend and all that. But I was in a room with Tyrese, the game, 21 Savage. I think Joey Badass was in there too, as well as no, Joey Badass was in a different one with Royster 5'9". But I'll talk about that one later. But it was like the game, 21 Savage, Whack 100 was actually in there too. I don't know if he was in the background or if he was actually on there, as well as Charlie Mack, if y'all know who he is. Malik, it's gonna suck. I just had a brain fart and I'm about to forget his name. Yasin, is it Malik Yasin?
Malik Yoba?
Yes, Malik Yoba. He was in the room as well. Some reason I was getting him Yasin Bey, Mos Def and Malik, it was clashing. So sorry for that. He was in the room as well, and it was like the coolest thing, just kind of being there and hearing them talk about stories and motivational tips and things like that. One thing I want to bring up, Tyrese told a story. He was like, I've never told this in public. And it was like, oh, what is he talking about? So, they was kind of talking about his career of him turning that 30-second commercial, the Sprite commercial, into a, like 28-year career. And he was telling the story, like, one thing he's never told before he got that commercial, he was like, I never told anybody this, but before I got that commercial, I was a curly head. And I was like, curly head? I knew exactly what he was talking about off top, but he was like, man, I was a curly head, dog. He was like, I had a Jerry curl. And he said how he ended up going bald was he went to go get, get cut and get a haircut, and the guy went too close. And so because of that, he ended up just cutting it all off because he messed it up. And what happened was there was a girl that he was talking to, and he was like, man, she wasn't feeling me like that, but she was feeling me like that. We was in that in between. And then when I came through with with the cut, she rubbed on my bald head, and after that, it's been bald head ever since. And it was the funniest story, but it was so candid of him making this, this split second decision, and then us seeing him on that from there on now, and we've never seen him with hair since. Another thing that he put in the story of how he couldn't get past the Sprite commercial. No, the Coca-Cola commercial was so big that he couldn't get past that with his actual music, and that the music was there at the same time, but the problem was people wanted to see, they wanted that commercial. So what they did was when you see the, I think it's Sweet Lady, when you see the video and you see him on the bus, that's the reason why he's on the bus in the music video. Yeah. Because they was like, you know what? If all they want is that Coca-Cola commercial, him on the bus, we give it to him. We just give it to him in the Sweet Lady version. So that was an amazing story that he shared with everyone in the room. And everybody's like, wow, like that's crazy. But him just pretty much talking about, how you got to go for, like, go to where it's happening. They were also saying that, I think it was either Charlie Mack or it was Malik Yoba who was saying, hey, the days of going out to LA and sleeping in your car trying to make it is over. Don't do that. Yeah. Like, that's whack. He was like, they were saying, go to where it's happening. You know what I'm saying? If you're, depending on where you are in the music, if you're, hey, if your stuff is sound more Southern, go to the South. Go to where it's happening. Like, don't go, sleep in your car in LA for months before you make it. He was like, days of that happening is over. So, man, I'm just saying that to say this, man. Clubhouse is dope if you get a chance to get in there. There's also regular folk stuff where we enjoy ourselves, like I said, the R&B room, and then also where we're actually motivating each other and talking about actual life stuff and how you build your business, things you can do, people going through and meeting each other, following each other, and just getting connects. It's a great networking tool. The coolest thing is it seemed like Black folks took it over before anyone. And there's nothing wrong with that. None about a race issue, but it's just cool to see us in there getting together and, so from the unity, learn from one another and so on and so forth. So that was some cool news that I wanted to share with everybody because I don't think we would have heard that story anywhere else. But, hey, Clubhouse is dope, dude. It really, really is. Besides that, man, if we're going to get into the regular news, man, Famous Dex has reportedly checked into rehab. Man, I hope when he goes, he gets clean. I hope everything, whatever it is he's going through, he can get through it and then come back strong. I'm really interested to see what the music sounds like when she's in rehab and he comes out of it. So shout out to Famous Dex. And actually Famous Dex and John Mulaney, he also entered into rehab, cocaine and alcohol abuse. So man, hey man, for anyone out there, man, y'all need help, man. Go, man. Just straight up go, man. Don't feel no type of way, man. Go get your help. And get well.
If you know somebody that needs some help, like reach out to them. I saw that from what's the dude name? Boom Gang. And
Boom Gang.
Also from NLE Chopper. Both of them had reached out to him. I was proud of them folks for that.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Keep it real with your folks, man.
Yeah, like the definition of keeping it real, some people just really don't understand it. Like that right there, that is the real definition of keeping it real. Like all entertainment to be as a side, bro. You got a problem, and we here to help you. You know what I'm saying? And get you where you need to be. So, shouts to them, man, and I hope everyone who's going through that, you know what I'm saying, has a support system and can get through it because it's hard. In other news, Joe Biden, he went and did it, man. He got on live TV He did it. He took the COVID-19 vaccine.
Yeah.
And man, we're gonna see where it goes. It's an interesting time, and they're really trying to push everybody to take it. And hey, before anybody say anything, I know everybody got their reservations where they will or where they won't. But let's sit back, let's get these facts, let's see if it's safe, and then do right for your people. I actually saw a couple of people, also some nurses and stuff on my timeline that got it too, and. It's pretty cool because they're like holding up notes and stuff of why they did it. And they were just basically saying, hey, man, I did it for my family and friends and everybody around me. So, hey, let's just gather the facts and see where it goes. It'll be a little minute before it get to some of us. So, man, the last thing I got in the news, man, and this sucks right here, man, because my dog, Gibbs, man, Freddie Gibbs, man.
Oh,
he got banned from Instagram.
So did they ban him, or they just took him off for it? Because they did Lil Duval the same way.
Well, they did Boosie like that, and they banned him. Like Boosie got a new one, man. Like it's called Boosie new Instagram. So I think he had to create a whole new one. But. Man, I don't really know. He just said end of an era.
Freddie Gibbs on Instagram was comedy.
Oh yeah,
straight up.
Oh yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was hilarious, man. It was definitely hilarious, and I don't know why, but I'll be real. I kind of want him back because I didn't notice he was gone, and I didn't think about it. But now I'm like, for the past couple of days, I haven't seen him post anything. So it looked like he was just suspended. I think someone, let me see, who was that? Nima Empire said that. So Instagram has suspended Lil Duval and now Freddie Gibbs. What's the point of going on the app anymore? SMH. So maybe he's just suspended, but he said that he was banned. So I don't really know.
I don't know.
Lastly, and this is my last news of the day. So Pharrell, I believe he was on Drink Champs, and he spoke about the Drake and Pusha T incident, man. And he said that truly, if he was there and he knew that it was gonna go that way, or if he knew, kind of knew what was going on, he would have definitely tried to get it squashed, to talk both men out of the situation. So that's an interesting one that comes to light, because I'll be honest, this whole time I thought Pharrell was like, already kind of with it, like Pharrell and Pusha T and the Clips, they have been tight for a mighty long time. And I thought that maybe he was like already like there, you know what I'm saying? Like he was probably knew what was going on, just didn't say too much. But he basically said that, man, that didn't make him happy. That wasn't something that he was down with. And you can find this report, this article on The Source, where he was like, I didn't want to see that go that way. That didn't make me happy, he said. I hate to see what him and Drake are going through and what they went through. I hated to see all of it, every bit of it. It wasn't good. So, and he said that Pusha T didn't tell him. He said because he knows I would have stood in front of him as much as I could. So it's crazy.
Like,
man.
Outside of the diss track and saying that Drake has a child, what else went on?
Well, him and Push been kind of going at them for a little while now. I mean, even Wayne. I don't know what else has went on behind the scenes, but there I'm sure there's things that has happened. I don't know what else has went on. I just know that just the diss tracks of them going back and forth. Because I mean, Drake threw tracks back, threw jabs, and threw a diss track out as well.
Did he?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did.
I know I've heard it, but I probably just didn't pay attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't have the same impact
as he did with Meek Mill. Like,
well, it was what sparked the last record from Push, which was when Drake said something about Push's fiance when they said Virginia Williams. At that moment, that's when that's the record that actually sparked the last one where it was, you know, that pretty much ended the battle. Story of Adonis. So it's crazy because I wouldn't have known that he didn't know seeing of what was going on, but you know, hey.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Pharrell was talking a lot this week. He also was talking about the tracks from Justin Timberlake album was meant for Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And that's revealing.
Bro, could you imagine like if Michael Jackson was still making music? Like and the collabs that he would do with people?
Yo.
Like just picture Michael Jackson and Pharrell on the track, man.
Yo, I don't like
bro, that'd be so dope, man.
It'd have been crazy. And somebody put up a picture on Facebook. I think they put Michael Jackson face on Tupac body or somebody body.
Bro,
holding the gun. That's it. What if Mike Stain and Gary in the end? I was like, that might be right.
Man.
Singing as gangster, man.
He might have been like as gangster as he want to be.
Man.
But man, R.I.P. to Mike. I miss Mike.
Man.
I thought about Mike after I saw that picture and just kind of was like, and then when I heard that too, I was like, dang man, like man, like they throwing out some Mike stuff that's funny, like the whole thing with they were singing, I think, Heal the World, and Mike looked like he was just tired of folks singing.
Right.
And it was like, this really sounds bad without the music. Like, and then you see it on Mike's face, like he was like,
y'all think this sound good?
We not gonna redo that one.
Like the disdain on Mike's face, man. Hey, man, R.I.P. Mike, man. I love Mike, man. Hey, we're gonna miss Mike for a long time. Oh, yeah. So I guess that's all the news, man.
Oh, okay. All right, bet.
So if we are done with all the news, let's move into the main course, man. So today we are gonna split it in two today. First off, we talking about the versus battle, man. Yes, we are. Too Short, E40. And then right after that, man, we're going straight into Christmas. So I figured out a way to segue it. Y'all just listen for it because it's going to be epic. I guarantee you. All right, but first off, man, E40 Too Short versus, I don't have numbers on it yet. I don't know how well it did. But first off, the set. That's probably the dopest set that I've ever seen for a versus. And if you haven't seen it, the set was kind of, I want to say it was kind of yellow looking, right? Mm-hmm. With two low riders in the back. Both of them were black. One was sitting up, drop top. The other one had the hard top. And I don't know what year they were. So forgive me for all my low rider fans out there. I love low riders, but I couldn't tell if they were 6'4s or if they were like 62s. I wasn't totally sure. But it didn't look like a 6'4 because of the front, but neither here or there. And then behind the low riders, there was the DJs. And then, of course, in the front, there was Too Short and E40, as well as a bunch of liquor. And, man, E40. And he told everybody he was slizzard. He was gone. Yeah. But, man, definitely a lot of fun. E40 dancing is probably a takeaway from all of it. And then that, and then the fact that Too Short still looks like he's like somewhere in there he was like, man, I'm an old man. But then you looked at him like you kind of don't look that old, like to be, you know what I'm saying? But it was all love, man. It was a lot of stories. Is what we like versus to be. So, you know, we're going to get into it, man. Yo, G, did you ever get a chance to take a look or did you just...
No, I didn't get a chance to see it. I did just pull up the numbers because they put the numbers out 25 minutes ago. And so they got 285,000 concurrent viewers, 1.9 million total viewers. 6 million in-stream likes, 200,000 unofficial YouTube and Facebook viewers, 800,000 plus total viewers on Apple Music, and then 1.2 billion impressions. Wow. And then it was the number one trending topic in various 2 to 30 trends. I don't know what that means. Third highest tweeted versus battle with 437,000 plus tweets.
Oh my goodness. Who's number one and number two? Does it say, G?
No, it doesn't say who's number one and number two.
Dang.
I have to guess it would be
Jeezy and Gucci has to be one. That has to be one of them, and then the next one,
like
I don't know.
Brandy and Monica.
That's possible.
Yeah, I can see
that's
that.
possible. Yeah, I could.
It's like beef.
That's
man.
What's up, man. I like that.
Yeah, that's surprising to me, man. I didn't think. Honestly, when I first heard it, I didn't think it was gonna do like how it did. I was excited about it because I like Too Short. He raps the way I pictured myself as a rapper.
The way you picture yourself as a rapper.
If that makes sense, man.
Gotcha. I ain't gonna lie, like my group chat wasn't too, my 211 group chat wasn't too high up on it, so we didn't have our normal like chatter about it. But my wife actually sat there and we watched it a little bit because we stayed in, even though it was our anniversary, we stayed in. We didn't have no, we just ordered takeout, got us some bottles and enjoyed our company. So she even was like, I like that verses, because she was like, I didn't realize how much I knew. And I was like, hey, sometimes it take that to see the, to see that and then figure out to have that, to reignite that appreciation for those two guys. With that being said, Tommy, I know Tommy, you watched it. You actually was watching it before me. I actually was in a carb induced sleep after eating some food. And I woke up to like, oh, it's on. So Tommy, like, after seeing that, is that something that, like my wife, and I know that we're already fans of, you're a fan of Too Short, I'm a fan of E40, I'm a fan of Too Short too. But was that something that you were like, dang, I just kind of realized like how much more dope they were seeing all of the music in a row?
I'm always intrigued. I'm a fan of E40 as well. I was always intrigued by E40's language. During the verses, I was like, E40 needs a dictionary.
For real,
you know what I'm saying? Like, he needs a dictionary, bro. It will sell.
Dictionary. They need to like go ahead and classify how he talks in his own
area. This is like, E40.
This is E40. My nigga Corey said E40 rap and talk like his words are slippery.
Yes, bro. That's a perfect. That's it. He raps and talks like his words are really slippery, bro.
He said it sounds like he's trying to keep them from slipping out his mouth.
But now, like, that's too funny, bro.
Hey, I don't know why when you said that I just picture E40 on Sesame Street. E40 Elmo like, ooh, like you say, I'm here with E40. I'm Mr. E40. How is it? Nah, he'd probably be with Big Bird, because
he would be with Elmo, man.
If you look at 40, he's a big dude. Yeah, and like him and Big Bird, I think.
Big Bird would be like, I gotta come see E40.
Hey,
his words are slippery.
I could see. Oh man, I could see him on Sesame Street, or either him having his own cartoon.
Man,
just straight up.
I was gonna say 3 Strikes is a movie E40 was in. I don't know the dude that was in the movie with him, but that was the first time I really realized like E40 really is different. You know what I'm saying? Like the first album that I listened to was, I think it's called Charlie Hustle, with E40, that I actually like knew who he was. But E40 and the stuff he says, it's like, why did you say that? But I like that you said that. And his dancing, bro, like those were the highlights from E40 for me. was his dancing, and he said something, bro, and I was like, okay, let me think about what he's trying to say and just translate it real quick. How it would go in the dictionary. He's like knee high to a caterpillar or something like that. He said,
Oh, yeah.
I was like, so he's talking about the dude was small when he met him. He was young. He was little. Okay, I got it. No, but it was super dope, man, just to really see basically neighborhood guys come together and be able to do a versus, because they were talking about one story. They were talking about Too Short did a video, and E40 was like, I was trying to get in that video, and they both was like, you kept moving around, you know what I'm saying? So I like to hear stuff like that, because it gives us an opportunity, just kind of like what is it, Clubhouse? Kind of like Clubhouse. We hear stories that we wouldn't normally hear, and see how like real friends they are. You know, I think that was cool between those two, man. And then Too Short, man. Too Short is just like dope. From Freaky Tales to he didn't play it, but Blowjob Betty.
He didn't play that one. He didn't play that one.
No, he didn't play that. B.I.B., bro, I'm sitting in here tripping when B.I.B. came on. I'm trying to think, what's the new blow your whistle? That one, you know, it's just, it made me realize I didn't know how much E40 had worked with people, like how many people this dude had worked with. I didn't recognize how big of an impact Lil Jon had on both of those guys. And E40 waited for a long time to play Choices.
Oh yeah.
I was like, man, I've been waiting on Choices all night. You know, but I think it was it was super dope, man. The set was dope. The set was the dopest set I ain't seen on there. And it made sense. I was wondering if they were gonna talk about hyphy music a little bit more than what they did, because I personally don't know what it is, but it's big out there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's huge out there. That's the thing for them out there. And I was wanting them to talk more into it, you know, but it was cool, man. My thoughts.
Cool, man. Yo, G, so I know you was out running around. You didn't get a chance to see it. Yeah. But, you know, judging by what I want to know is, because you're a little closer to the West Coast. You're definitely in Houston, where the I guess the West Coast influence is a lot bigger than for us. More because we're more close to the East Coast. I was just wondering, man, was there any chatter about this? Like, because I kind of want to know what the atmosphere is like when something like this happens. Like, if you take for Atlanta, right? Like, when they said, "Hey, Jeezy and Gucci was finna have this," and we was like, "What?" Like, we was like, you know, the city's alive, the group chats are going crazy, everybody is losing their mind, and folks in New York was like, "What is going on?" And then for us, you know, I could tell like the energy wasn't the same for Too Short and E40, but I'm wondering if, because you're a little closer, like if there was some, you know, if there was some chatter of people like, yo, Too Short and E40 finna do a versus battle. And I know they didn't have beef like that, but them being two incredible legends, as Tommy just kind of brought up, and how, you know, I could tell that people's appreciation was brought back. Even though they appreciate him anyway, the fact that you was kind of like, dang, this is even harder than before. Like, was there any chatter around Houston about it?
Not necessarily here, because I'm not really, you know, plugged in like that to be able to say whether or not it was any chatter here. But I do got a homeboy that he's from Arkansas. And so whenever we talk, he always talks about how growing up, his uncles and shit put him on to West Coast music and stuff. And like, I saw a lot of stuff from him, and like the people that I know that know him, like they was going back and forth about stuff as far as E40 and Too Short is concerned, because they know the music a lot better than I know it. Because for whatever reason, the West Coast had a lot of influence on Little Rock, Arkansas, for whatever goddamn reason. But but yeah, like they had a lot of chatter going back as far as like, hey, this how I'm showing up to the verses, that kind of thing. Like, just like he had a post with like some duck head jeans and shit like that. And I'm like, bro, I don't know none of this shit. Like, this shit don't mean nothing to me. It's different, man. I think it was a more regionally specific verses, but also like it's a lot of people over there. So like people on the West Coast, I'm sure they was tearing it up, man. Everybody up and down the California coast, going up through Oregon and Seattle, like Washington and all of that. Them folks probably know a lot about it. But like, yeah, over here in the South, because I mean, yeah, we a little bit further west, but this still the South, man. Like, niggas don't know. Like, we don't have the same appreciation as what they have over there. Just like what you said about New York with the Gucci versus Jeezy verses. Mm-hmm. It's just like, y'all don't feel it the same way because y'all not from here.
Yeah, absolutely. That is like spot on. Well, for me, I felt myself enjoying it like a lot more. The craziest thing that happened, I had to run out because I had to go pick up a couple bottles for me and my wife. Like I said, it was our anniversary night, so we were just chilling. So I ran out and I put the versus battle on in the car as I was going. So I was just enjoying it. And like, as I was pulling back up to the house, and I know Tom just said something about the hyphy movement. And I remember that, like that whole tell me when to go, all that. And it was so much energy. But I wish I had time to make a reel and it was just natural because I pulled up and I was going to bag up into the driveway. And literally, as I can't remember what song he was playing, but it was something that had that hyphy beat, E40, and I started just breaking like this and kind of moving my head like this. And I was like, man, I'm sure somebody's looking at me like, what the hell is wrong with this fool? Literally, my car was like, doop, doop, doop. I'm just feeling it. I'm like, man, like, that era of hyphy music, and then also with E40 and Too Short, you just kind of be like, yo, it's some legendary stuff going on. Yeah. And like, we knew what we was looking at the time, but we didn't know what we was looking at the time until something like this. So one thing that they brought up constantly was, hey, this ain't, I think Too Short he said, for all y'all fools trying to score this, like having trouble going back and forth trying to score this. It was like, for us, it's just a celebration. You take that versus, that VS stuff out. This is a celebration. We having fun. And they were telling some amazing stories. Yeah. So man, shouts to them too. Yeah, thoroughly appreciated it. And it was the hardest set I have ever seen. I think we're all in agreement. Have you had a chance to see the setup, G? Yeah,
I saw some pictures of the setup. Yeah, that junk look good.
Yeah, that was beautiful. And it was just amazing.
Too, they was faded, bro.
Oh yeah, they were faded. I tried to text out some names of what they were drinking because I was on the way to the liquor store to pick up a couple bottles, but I didn't know, so I just picked up what I want. By the way, that Snoop wine that's out there, it's all right. It's all right. Yeah. If you happen to see it. But nevertheless, man, shouts to them. Shout to Versus for doing what it was supposed to do and what it's meant to do to bring us to where we're at. And in the spirit of celebration, man, and giving, it's Christmas time. You know what I'm saying? It is Christmas time.
Did you see it?
I saw it.
You catch it. That damn transition king, man.
Hey, they gave us a gift because we didn't get Keisha Cole and
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I really wasn't looking for that one.
I wasn't too much.
Like I would have been more interested in how they looked in their music. That's the honest answer. That's my honest answer, man.
But I wouldn't have watched it though, honestly. Because I was sitting there thinking, and I was like, dang, I don't know a lot of Ashanti songs. And I feel bad about that because I was like, damn, I don't know how long I would stay tuned. Because there's a couple songs that I would have wanted to hear, like some Keisha Cole songs and stuff, but I don't know how long I would have stayed tuned for Ashanti. Now, if they would have threw Fantasia off in there or something like that, then I would have stayed and watched.
Oh yeah,
I fuck with Fantastic. That's my girl.
Absolutely.
But nah, man, I was like, dang, that sucks. But at the same time, I don't know.
I'm gonna go back and listen to Ashanti.
I was like, kind of okay.
I don't think Ashanti got a lot of songs that I'm like into like that.
Yeah,
Yo, I know Keisha Cole though. Like I think she's an amazing singer. I think both of those ladies are amazing singers. I think they're both beautiful. But I just don't like their music. They came out during the time where, especially Keisha Cole, during the time where I didn't care about.
You didn't care?
Yeah, like about that music. Like she had hits, but you know,
you couldn't escape that damn love song.
Right?
No.
What's it? Say she should have cheated. Like the only thing that I remember. What's the song? Gorillaz all say. Say she should have cheated, but she kept something my way. something like that, man.
Yeah.
But that's how I associate Keisha Cole.
I had Ashanti's first album. Me and a couple of my homeboys actually did. Mm-hmm. So I know some of Ashanti stuff like that.
Like she was dope.
Yeah. And then I was a fan of Keisha Cole, so I would have watched, but I probably
do love the song "Baby." I forgot about that.
Baby,
that was just
that's it. That beat so hard.
Yeah.
Have you heard it in some speakers, bro?
Yes,
absolutely,
bro. Like that song, that tough, man.
So I probably would have watched for a while, but like G said, I don't know how far I would have got into it. I really would just want to hit the stories and kind of see Keisha Cole. I love Keisha Cole. Yeah. But instead they was able to give us a gift of Too Short and E40. So man, in the spirit of that, in the Christmas season and giving and all that good stuff, it's time to talk about Christmas. Because Christmas, when y'all hear this, it'll be 3 days away. But as we're talking about this, it's 4 days away. And I'm slick tripping because it's 4 days away.
It's right there, man. Right there.
Christmas stuff is done. But, it's just the facts that, with us being grown, it does change because now it seems like it gets here quicker versus when you're young and it's like you're 2 weeks away and it seems like it's 2 years before you can open up a present.
Mad as hell.
Absolutely. You just be like, goodness gracious, when is this going to be over? Because I don't know what's in this box. I was a kid that we used to have live trees. Now we have the fake tree, but my family used to get the live trees. So I scoot up behind there and see what present had my name on and try to hit the corner. But you know what? They got smart and started putting it in boxes. Yeah. And you was like, it's just a brown box. I don't know what this is. I think they started putting the wrong names on stuff. Because then I saw one I thought was mine, went to someone else and you opened it. I was like, crap, that wasn't mine. So kind of picked it and shit. But man, I love I keep telling my wife, I'm going to get a live tree. And she was like, look, I almost got one this year. She was like, wait till we get a house. Okay. And I was like, all right, it's fine. Come get another live tree and put it in the house. Cause that's just, I don't know. It makes the house smell good. The bad part is all the prickly stuff is on the floor.
What you do is go and get your fake tree, bro. But go to Bath and Body Works and get the Christmas tree candle, bro. It's the same thing, bro. Just get the candle, bro. Okay. That's what we've been doing. We've been doing that this whole season. It be smelling like a Christmas tree up in this house.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm glad you threw that out there. I think that's what I'm gonna do if I don't go get a real one. But dang, that's dope. Yeah, thanks for that. Christmas is just a special time for me. And I love it and enjoy it. So, this is our last episode before Christmas, but not our last episode for the year. And with the guys, this gives a good chance for y'all to get to know us. G and Tommy. Tommy lived right next door, so I got to kind of see Christmas. So we kind of almost had Christmas together sometime.
Right.
But for G, how was Christmas in your household, man?
Man, it was nice. It was like growing up, it was mostly just me and my next oldest sister. Because we was the oldest and everybody else didn't come until like way later. So like, it was just a magical time to like you said, you be anticipating the day coming. You peeling the corners off the edge of the present and shit. See what the hell you got, get in trouble for it. They like, don't do it no more, I'm taking it back. That kind of shit. Yeah. Shit, I don't ever remember believing in Santa Claus, but like, I definitely was very happy about Christmas coming. My mom would have like it'd be a chart and you can like scratch off each day of December or whatever, like kind of like a lottery ticket thing. You scratch it with a coin and we would scratch it off each day and it'd be like a gift or something on there or something like that.
Oh, that's hard.
I always enjoyed decorating the house. We put up lights outside like 1 year. That was too much. It was just like, hell no, I ain't doing that. But like on the inside, it always looked good. My mama would have like the stuff around the fireplace, and she had like the stockings as well. And she always had the tree up. And we had some extra lights like in the windows, you know, the kind you can kind of just stick in the window,
shove up there,
you know, some shit like that.
Yeah.
And it'd be lights. We would have that kind of stuff. And my mom would always cook. Cause you know, Thanksgiving come, you eat turkey. My mom always cook a ham for Christmas.
Yeah.
And
word.
Yeah, she'd be like, I don't want no damn turkey. So that was pretty much that, man. You get your presents on Christmas morning and rip up all that paper, throw that shit in a black garbage bag, and that was that. You'd be happy that night that you got the shit that you wanted, if you did, and then if you didn't, you'd be like, all right, I'm happy with the stuff I got.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Tell me what you got. I know I got to spend a couple with you. Like either you was coming over to see what I had, or I was. It was crazy because like it was like, even though I had family at the house, immediately like my room. Okay, my grandma's house. My room was the what we call the den, which nowadays y'all call flex space. It was the den. So like my window faced directly towards his grandma's house.
Yeah.
So then I would instantly like pull the curtain back and be like, all right, that car ain't there yet, so he ain't there. And so I close it back, but then not too long, you see them pull up, they all hop out the car, give them a couple minutes, and eventually we were meeting somewhere in the middle. Either he's coming to my house, or I'm coming to his.
Right.
It's like, hey, bro, what did you get?
Right.
So, and I got a funny story about Santa, but we'll get to that later. But man, tell us about yours, because I know I was there for some, but of course none of the listeners were.
Yeah.
So,
man, growing up, I believed in Santa Claus. And me and Artika, we actually did a vlog about that. We was wrapping gifts with Lily, man. Y'all go check that out. It's funny. We was talking about it. She was like, well, how did Santa Claus get to y'all house if y'all didn't have a chimney? Said he walked through the front door. Like, how else would he get in? It's Santa. I don't know, man. He just walked in. No, but Santa was a cool thing for me. But for her, like you, Greg, she was like, she didn't believe. Her mom didn't promote that, and we both struggle with what do we do. So I was like, I honestly don't care. But I think the elf on the shelf is a cool thing now. So I definitely want to be with that. But really, man, Christmas, man, it was me and my sister. We'll wait till we think Santa is gone, and then we'll go in the living room and everything will be out, like set up. You know what I'm saying? I always thought that was cool because we still have gifts under the tree where we unwrap stuff, but they would have like my race car set up, or we had bikes in there, just different things just set around the house. And I always thought that was pretty dope that they did that. Man, to be honest, man, it's like the biggest thing for me now is trying to, because Lily's 1, so next year it'll be like she'll really recognize, oh, it's Christmas. I want, and start wanting things and stuff like that. For me and Artika, it's like I'm big on traditions. Like we have a tradition now that we started. We go to the beach every year, and every other year we spend Christmas in Memphis. And those are traditions that we started for our family. And so now it's more so of what traditions do we keep from our upbringing to bring within our family. And so we think about those things now. Man, to be honest, man, growing up, Christmas, it was like, for me, it was what you get. And then I think around 12, it started to become, my mom got breast cancer, so it started to become more family oriented for me. Like I longed to be around my family around Christmas. And it wasn't about the gifts at that point because my mom couldn't afford to get us a lot of stuff or get us anything actually that year because of her chemo and all that stuff. So and ever since then, man, it's like my longing to be around family and family being real important to me and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what it is, man. So I think we're gonna do one thing new this year, and I've been struggling to be in the Christmas spirit this year, like I told you guys earlier. But one thing we're gonna do is on Christmas Eve we're gonna do a Zoom with the family, and so we get to see each other and say hey and kind of laugh at each other and wish each other well and stuff like that. So that's Christmas.
Cool. And I think Zoom is actually gonna be like, it's free, like taking away the 40-minute limit and letting folks for Christmas. So that's gonna be awesome because it's probably gonna be a lot of that going on. Yeah. And some cool things that was said on both of y'all parts was like, the whole thing about tradition. It's very interesting because everybody got a different one, right?
Yeah.
One thing that I've always carried over was you could open up one present the night before.
Yep.
That's like the most important one to me because it's like, here's a little bit so that, and now take y'all tails to sleep, Yeah.
It's an appetizer.
Get your little taste. Yeah. Get your little taste. Just pick anyone you want.
They always made us pick the garbage shit.
Did they?
Yeah. You had to give that one. I say give that one.
Yeah.
The rest of them, you can pick what you want tomorrow, but tonight, give this one. Because sometimes I don't want you to pick this one. Because you pick the one, because it's always that one. This is the superstar present. But you pick that one the night before, and it's like...
But for us, I guess like the big gifts, the ones that they know we wanted, would never wrapped in gift wraps.
Oh yeah, because they always set them out.
Yeah. So
absolutely,
that's why it was like, get whatever you want to.
Absolutely. And it was cool because you brought up like doing a new tradition, which this year we have to be, kind of separated for the most part, unless you have some family you can be around. I know G was going to do some traveling. You're going to do some FaceTiming, but like, what would be, let's get into it, man. What are some things that, like, for me, when it comes to tradition, there are some things I got to have. And Christmas snacks is something I got to have. So
what's a Christmas snack to you?
Yo, them little trees that from Little Debbie that they only put out around Christmas. Like, I hate vanilla, but I eat those. Like, they ain't never made a chocolate. No, they do it. No, I don't think they made a chocolate one.
I don't think they got a chocolate one.
Yeah, like I have to have one of those. I telling my wife the other day, I was like, we ain't got no Christmas snacks. I think Kaden brought it up. I was like, man, we ain't bought no Christmas snacks. She's like, all right, I'm gonna go to the store and get Christmas snacks. Yeah. And I was like, cause it is hard, cause everybody's kind of like, it feels weird.
Right.
We brought it up in my 211 group chat, and I was like, cause we got hot chocolate. But we ain't done the cookies this year. We didn't do the gingerbread house. We don't have the other snacks, and we were just kind of like, So like, what are some snacks for y'all, man? What you got, G? What's a snack for you?
First of all, before I get into the snacks, when you was like the hot chocolate thing, like, it's weird as hell because this is the first year that I'm somewhere where it's not cold. Cause it's not cold here at all.
Yeah,
nigga, it was like 72 degrees today. So like all that shit is out the door. Ain't no hot chocolate. Like, no. I don't never even get to drink like coffee. And normally I like to go to Starbucks and they got a thing called a caramel apple spice. Mm-hmm. And like I normally get those around this time of year. I have not gotten one of them just because it's been way too warm. All the time. And I just be like, bro, I don't want this hot ass shit when it's not cold outside. But yeah, I like those Christmas tree things that you was talking about. Let me see. I like M&Ms will put out like the bags with like the red and green M&Ms in there. I like those. Yeah. I like my mom, what she'll do is like when she makes sweet potato pies, she'll take some of the pie filling that's left over, and she'll, in the morning for breakfast, she put it into like, she'll take some crescent rolls and she'll like roll it up into the crescent roll and then bake it inside of the oven. That shit is fucking love, bro. Like, this shit's so good. It's crazy.
Hard.
Oh, like, man, I ain't never thought to do that, man.
Bro,
I'm intrigued.
She
do it. Go get you like the little Pillsbury, little Johnson that
blanket.
You can roll out. Yeah, it's like a pig in a blanket, but it's like a sweet potato pie on the slick.
Yeah,
that shit's so good.
Crazy.
Man. Yeah, that sounds good.
That's really what I be looking forward to is like those crescent roll things. My mama did it one year just like on a whim. I guess we had some crescent rolls in the fridge and she was like, let me do something with this
right. Let me try this. It was a smash.
Man, I'm telling you. Do it. Do that shit. Like, y'all seen the little Shia LaBeouf shit? He'd be like, do it. Just do
it. Yo, that's crazy. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it does.
Definitely sounds amazing. What snack you got, man? What snack you absolutely have to have? Tommy.
Like, it's recently, but my mother-in-law, every time we go to Memphis, she always put candy, nuts, and orange slices. And she knows when I come because her husband loves orange slices too. So she buys like enough for both of us because every time I pass that joint, I gotta have some orange slices. Like all the other stuff be up there. I just be like, let me get these orange slices. Give me 2 or 3 on. Go on and sit down. But orange slices, bro. She got me. Like, I always like orange slices, but I never saw them as Christmas candy, and until then, and so it's like, man, gotta have them.
Hey, if I know my dog like I know my dog, I'm sure he ate most of them before he got to his seat.
Bro, you already know, bro. It was one time, bro.
Bro, he was standing there and eating while standing,
talking to somebody, bro.
Yeah, like he was like, "Don't you want to go take a seat?" Like, it's just, I don't know if he gets stuck in the goodness of the flavor and have to enjoy it and can't walk and chew at the same time or what. But Tommy will eat something and stand there like in the middle of the like room and eat it, and eventually get to a seat and be like, "Man, I want some more of those," and go back and repeat the same exact situation. You're like, you're never gonna eat this when you get back. So
I did that plenty of times, bro. Plenty of times, bro.
Man, that's crazy, man. Do y'all have a and speaking of, family members bringing things for people, and specifically for people, do you have a family member that just does the most on Christmas? Like, just too much. And you're like, all right, this is cool, but not too much. Like, sit down.
Y'all got like decorations?
Just anything. Like, if you got like the one family member that show up and instead of bringing by something, they bring fried chicken or something. Or you got a family member who just, they gotta have, is their Christmas their way or the highway type of feel?
Nah.
Like, the tree is just too much?
Nah.
Got too much stuff on their tree?
Now, Allison's mom, who would be my mother-in-law, come next year, Christmas time.
Yeah.
The last 2 Christmases, like, this nigga, she be having the most going on with her Christmas tree, bro. Like, she got so many goddamn ornaments, and then she put a Christmas tree like in the dining room, like on the table and shit, because she works at Lemoyne College, which is an HBCU, and like that is decorated with all Lemoyne ornaments. And so she had that one in like the front where people can see it out the window and shit. And then in the actual living room, like by the fireplace and shit, she'll have all the stockings. And I'm talking about, she got a stocking for everybody, bro, including my dog. Like, my dog got a stocking in her house. This fucking trip. And then, like, the stocking got like a dog on it, and he got his name and shit. And then she got like the tree. It be so many fucking ornaments. I'm talking about, like, I be like, all right, we through. And then she'd be like, Greg, go put like 2 more of them right here. Go put some right there in that little area. It's too much green right there. I'm seeing too much tree. I'm like, nigga, it ain't nowhere to put this. There's nowhere to put this. It's no more branches. What the hell?
But you go up and put them ornaments up there.
I do. I be like, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Right here.
I just be looking like,
You said you want it right here.
like this is good. Like and you know what? Even though it's like too much, it'd be the good too much because this, like you're so happy, and like no matter how I feel about it, it's still good. And that's what I mean. Like by too much, like. Yeah. You know, sometimes, you know, you come in there, you got like multiple trees in the rooms, like every room has a tree. That's too much. But you're so happy, you're like, you know what? Whatever. Like, let's enjoy it. So man, that's always one in every family somewhere. So that's some of the coolest things. Man, when we get let's get to the Christmas music, man, because that's a part of it. You know, that really puts me in the mood. Granted, I can't listen to it for the full day, but when I'm out shopping or we're having that moment where we're doing something, putting up the tree or something like that, and we put something on. When I hear that in my mind, look, the whole house singing at the same time. I think we said that line like 3 weeks before Christmas, like, oh, it's coming up in my mind the whole time.
What made them say that on that song?
I don't know, man. I don't know. He killed it though.
I don't know, but he did it.
He killed it though.
What are those records, man, that really get you going? Like when I hear, I ain't gonna lie, Mariah Carey. If I hear that in the store, I might buy the whole store.
Just let me go to the store with you, bro. Like, here, man, put this in the cart.
Right. All I want, you be like, oh, it's about that time. But that's one of those records for me. What is it, man? Tell me, what is that record? I know Gucci is one of them records.
Yeah, man.
But what is it,
before. Man? Man, honestly, dog, it's my grandmama. Like growing up, man, that's what she would listen to. Is like Temptations, like Silent Night, all that good stuff, Motown Christmas, and all that good stuff like that, and like, bro, it just be that like Little Drama Boy. I remember, me and her were like. I spend a lot of time with my grandma, my mom's mom, and it'll be a lot of times me and her were cooking, and you know, my love for food came from her. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we'll be in the kitchen, we're listening to the Temptations, Silent Night. That was one of her favorite songs. You know, the In My Mind. Mine was Little Drummer Boy because I played the drums. And so it was so cool. She would let me. She hated my drums, by the way. It was like I would play them as loud as I could. And so what she did was she would let me. I would go get my sticks and the little parts that they were like the little drummer boy parts. I play that on like on phone books, so it's not so loud and stuff like that. And we'll just be in the kitchen chilling, man, and you know, just talking to her. So that's. For me, that's it. But, you know, it's just been hard, you know, lately, you know what I'm saying? Because I try to think of new songs to listen to and stuff like that. But I always go back there. And she passed like 2 years ago in 2018. So it's like now I listen to them and I think about her and I smile, you know, and try to be like, okay, all right, so what's going to be my next song? You know what I'm saying? That was something I wanted to bring up to you guys too, or something to get you guys thinking about was like, those are classics to us. And those are like songs that we love, but there's not any new songs like that, you know?
And that's interesting that you bring that question up because that was actually going to be my next question.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. No, I was thinking about that. That was the one thing I was thinking about. No, this whole time talking about Christmas music.
That is perfect on point because I always wonder why isn't it room for new Christmas songs?
Like it seems like the new Christmas songs are whack.
It does, and it seems like it's like a diamond in the rough to find a good one.
Yeah.
And I kind of relate it back to traditions. Like there's some stuff we just don't get rid of because emotionally we're connected to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know one thing that I did on Christmas was like after I opened my presents, I got to make my rounds to everybody's home, like no matter what. I don't get nothing, but I got to make my rounds. That was one of my things. I got to go to everybody's home. Yeah. So that's why I'll be at Tommy's house, depending on what house he's at. I came to his other grandma's house. Like there's one next door, and then I knew what the other one had.
Right,
he ain't come over here today. I'm gonna go to that one. And then I make it out to other homes. But I really want to know: is there room for new Christmas songs? There was one Christmas song that came out. I don't know how many years ago, but it was by not Justin Timberlake, Justin Bieber. And when I tell you the song was like dope, and I can't really think of the name of it at the time, it was a really dope song, but it didn't catch on at all. The only thing I see is like renditions, like Chris Brown's rendition of This Christmas is phenomenal. Mm-hmm. So it's hard because I've heard a couple, they just don't stick. Why is that so? Do you have a new Christmas song that you can put in that stash, or is it just that we're so emotionally attached to those songs that we can't open the door for new ones?
I think definitely we are attached to those songs. So like Silent Night from the Temptations. And I think you only get so many, like per generation. You only get so many. So you get like Silent Night, you get like James Brown, Santa Claus, Go Straight to the Ghetto. Like you get those from that era. And then it's like a big ass gap of like nobody did anything. And then you get like Let It Snow from Brian McKnight and Boyz II Men and like Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You. And then it's like another fat ass gap. It's like we don't have nothing for a long time. And the only thing I can think of after that is that Chris Brown rendition of This Christmas. It's like I don't know any others that have caught on with the masses where everybody acknowledges it as like, oh yeah, this one of them songs you play on Christmas. Because all the rest of that shit, if you play it, somebody gonna look at you crazy like, no, we got some songs to listen to, and that ain't one of them. Like, absolutely. We can find the ones that we already know that we love, and we'll go with that. But I don't know of any from recent times that have caught on the way that those have caught on. Those are like classics. Everybody know them. Everybody know all the words. They know the in my mind, like we said, like you sit there like, why would somebody even say that? Because that ain't a part of the song. But you love it.
Absolutely.
Who would think?
In my mind.
And then like it comes up with Santa Claus Go Straight to the Ghetto. And then you got Santa Claus Is Coming to Town from the Jacksons 5. And I'm like, absolutely. Michael Jackson was a little boy a long time ago.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, I'm still in the midst of trying to find this one Justin Bieber song that I really like. Sorry, guys. I'm thinking it's this Mistletoe one, but I'm not sure.
But I was gonna say TLC and Outkast. I think Outkast more so than TLC took Christmas rap to a higher plane with their song. Damn, I was just listening to it. I
know which one you're talking about.
We're terrible, man. We're
talking about TLC.
No, Players Ball. Players Ball.
Yeah, Players Ball.
The Christmas song, man. That song bumping. But I don't think the Christmas rap songs, because rap is such a dominant genre of music right now. I don't think it's sticking the way that those classic songs stuck. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody did a rendition of This Christmas. That's one of my favorite songs, period. Yeah. But you can't do that to Players Ball. You can't do that to what's Snoop's thing? Santa Claus Go Straight to the Ghetto. Doom, 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 doom. You can't redo that song. You got to come up with something new.
You can't. You can't do TLC's.
No, you can't.
Sleigh Ride.
Yeah, you can't redo that. So it's like, because rap, you have to come with something new.
Yeah,
and it's not renewable. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. And I think that's why we haven't gotten that oh, this is gonna be a timeless classic, like we have in the Temptations and everything, because you can always redo those. It sucks, you know, but it's still like for me, it's Gucci. I have to listen to Gucci's East Atlanta Santa 3 because it's bumping. You know, now you start getting into like different beats. The beats are more so Christmassy and the creativity is there. So
there's some R&B ones out there too that just haven't stuck either.
I'm trying to think of an R&B one that like just with me, man, but I can't.
That's the point. They haven't stuck. None of the new ones. And I think it's just an emotional connection, just because how deep Christmas runs. We do Christmas from the time where, time we're born till now. And then your parents and your parents' parents have all done the same. So it's like, these are the records. I know Eartha Kitt, Santa Claus, that song with her is one of those ones I love too. So it's a lot, man. I think it's just hard to outdo those songs because they're forever there. So yeah. But hopefully I hope that can spark some so that people open their minds up to new stuff, because like Tommy said, sometimes we want to create new traditions too.
It's not gonna happen, bro.
It's gonna be tough.
Hearing the same folks, bro. We're gonna hear Let It Snow every year, every Christmas from Luther Vandross. Like, we're gonna hear all that stuff 100 million times. And I don't mind. Like, and inevitably something will creep in there. Somebody will do a good rendition or some new nice song that everybody likes. Cause I mean, Mariah Carey's song ain't been out for forever. But it ain't never going nowhere at this point. Like, absolutely. It's like the number one Christmas song every single year now. But it didn't exist at one time. It didn't exist at all. So I mean, we'll make room for somebody else one day.
One day somebody gonna do it. One day.
I'm just hoping that it ain't fucking John Legend. Cause I'm like, it might go. They keep trying to Michael Bublé his ass. Like, if y'all know who Michael Bublé is, they come out at Christmas time, and it's like they trying to do that with John Legend, and I'm like, I'm not here for that, bro.
I'm not with it. Man, that's too funny, man. Steve, just one last thing, man. A Chattanooga classic. I don't know if they had this song in Memphis, but Bonquisha. Otis.
The Bonquisha skit. Matter of fact, go to my homeboy Money Marks. I want to say he got on. He either has it on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Go to his page, Money Mark. Trademark
I gotta send it to you, Greg, because I saw that.
Look at the Bone.
You gotta send it to me.
Look at the Bonquisha video. It is a skit that they played on Power 94 in Chattanooga. Every Christmas,
bro.
And when I tell you, it's the most hilarious thing ever. Like,
it's quacking.
Well, I tell you, it is the most. I don't know where it came from or how it got there, but when you listen to it, it's gonna forever change your Christmas. Shout out to Chattanooga, man. We do some creative stuff.
Shout out to home.
That's definitely one. Absolutely, that is definitely one to check out. So, man, besides that, man, I hope everybody is feeling great. And I know it's hard this year to get into that Christmas spirit because we're going through a pandemic and you can't really do what you would normally do. But I hope that this year is a chance for you to, be in the house with your immediate family, the people right there to enjoy. And if you can travel, be safe. But I hope that we were able to bring some Christmas cheer and spirit to you, as well as any other thing else, man. So, if y'all want to comment, jump in the comments. We talk back and forth with you. Man, what was one of, and I want everybody to chip in, man. Tell me what was one of your favorite presents from Christmas throughout your generations. Me personally, it would have to be the, let's see. I think it was one Christmas I got some rollerblades, man. And like, I got the game systems, but there was some reason those rollerblades was just it. And I was out in the church parking lot going round and round. Tommy, what was yours?
Man, that first Christmas we had when my mom got breast cancer, she bought me a steering wheel for my 64. And so
I remember that.
she was like that was the only thing that she could afford for me. I was like, cool. Yeah, I played the shit out of that steering wheel, man.
Man, I wanted one of them, man. I wanted one of them bad as hell.
Yeah. G, what was yours, man?
Man, probably one of them Christmases. I got this Huffy bike, like BMX trick bike. Oh yeah. Man, I wore that thing out. That's all I'm gonna say. I wore that thing out till I outgrew it.
That's what's up. So for everybody, man, if y'all want to, y'all don't mind, man, down in the comments, man, let us know, man, what was that one gift for you for Christmas? But man, I think that's really about it. I hope y'all enjoyed this week's episode. And I hope that we can bring some Christmas cheer. Because right now it's weird. But go buy you some snacks. I hope we brought some memories back to you. Yeah. Order some snacks, Instacart them to the house. You know, make you some hot chocolate unless you in somewhere really hot where like make you some cold chocolate. Do it the other way around.
Some iced coffee or
some iced coffee. You can put some cold chocolate.
Yeah.
It might work.
I don't know. Try it out. But other than that, man, I hope y'all enjoy. I hope y'all love on one another. And if you don't do Christmas, happy holidays, man. Whatever it is that you do. I hope that you guys really enjoy it. And if you have a 1-year-old and you had to move all the balls at the bottom of your tree to the top, and now it looks like your top of the tree looks like really crowded and everything.
Like top heavy.
I feel your pain. I feel your pain.
Bro, Lily doesn't mess with the tree. She points at it and she likes it, but she does not touch it, bro.
See, Zoe, she walk up there, she take the ball right up off of it.
She did it one time and then she got in trouble for it and she hadn't did it no more.
Gotcha.
Like, look at you, kid.
You know what's crazy? When Zoe goes to Chattanooga, my mom has all the old stuff, right, from our Christmas. So she has this little dog, this Santa dog, and she sits it right there in front of the tree every year because it was my Santa dog as we were growing up. She also has y'all remember the rescuers, the little mouses? I got an ornament and she puts it on the tree too. But this dog, she puts it down there with that dog. And then we had y'all remember the Taquito Taco Bell dog?
Yeah.
We had one of those too. Yeah, the little chihuahua. So she puts them in front of the tree too. So we went down there to visit for a quick second because we had some business in Chattanooga, and Zoe didn't touch that tree. She walked up to it, she thought about it, she looked at it, and she saw the dog and she bagged up. She bagged up. She was like, mm-mm. Like Zoe only mess with the tree when she just ain't got nothing to do. Yeah. She'll walk over to our tree and take it off. But we don't put no presents under ours until Christmas night.
Yeah, it's nothing under ours now.
Yeah, man. So I feel y'all guys' pain if you have one. But other than that, man, we like to thank you for listening. And I'm going to let my dog take us out like always.
Hey, I thought he was finna take it off. I was like, all right, Steve, man.
That's your role.
I was like, hey, man, he driving right now. Go ahead. No, but thank you guys for listening once again to another episode of the Speaker Geekers podcast. If you haven't already, please go subscribe to the channel. Like, comment. Let us know what Christmas gift? What was your favorite Christmas gift that you got so far in your life? So let us know down in the comments, and also share the video. Share the video out. So everybody else can get some of this Christmas joy from Speaker Geekers. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Speaker Geekers Podcast. You can follow me on Instagram at I am Tommy T the Third. You got Steve at the Great Steve-O Steve, and you got G at instantly_G, all on Instagram. Yeah, man. So from me and my family, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, all that good stuff. That's all I know that people celebrate. The people that don't celebrate, just enjoy your family. Yeah. So you guys got anything?
Enjoy the time, man. Just enjoy the time. If you got a couple days off, like me, because I'm in the school system and shit, nigga. Like, enjoy yourself. Eat you some good food. Eat you some snacks like we talked about. Yeah. Happy holidays, man.
Hey, happy holidays for me and my family. Man, I just want everybody to enjoy it. I just really do, just because of the year. So happy holidays. Love all y'all. Thank you for listening. And let's get ready for a new year, man.
That's what it is, man. I'm out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace out.